booties for black girl nerds.
So I'm getting sad. This season 7 of Masked Singer is a wrap. This is such a guilty pleasure of mine. I love watching this show, but I have to go out in style talking to royalty because we got the prince here. So this is so cool. Did you feel regal on the stage, Cheyenne? Did you feel very regal up there? You held the crown very well.
Oh, hell yeah. Well, I mean, once they gave me the green light and they said this is what we're going to be doing, and we all, decided on the costume and all the stuff, you can't help but just carry yourself in that way. And really my challenge was personally was to, you see royalty and they can come off a bit snobby and like I'm better than you. But because I grew up with nothing, I grew up in the woods, like with an outhouse and no running water. I mean, I really wanted my backstory as an actor. This prince came from nothing and now he's royalty, but he's never forgotten who he is and where he comes from. So I just really wanted to like be royal, but also be like cool and relatable. And so yeah, that was fun. So
well, you definitely achieved that because it's always like, oh, the prince is on there. And then when he left, by the way, Team Good, like I don't know what strategy you guys had in the locker room, but you guys are ready to go. Like Team Good took everybody out. You guys didn't come to play.
Yeah, that was surprising and wild. I know, crazy.
Well, I want to ask you though, okay, 7 Broadway shows, what's the feel or like what tips you take from theater, right? That live feel, and then like on the Masked Singer, like what's the biggest challenge? What's the biggest difference?
I figured that my theater stuff would be a big leg up just because I know what it's like to be, jumping around live and that. And I think it did. I think it did really help because I'd heard from a few friends of mine that have done the show, that the hardest part is that it is live. Those are the actual vocals. You can hear us huffing and puffing and you can hear notes that aren't perfect. And that's the whole point, right?
Yeah.
The things that helped me were the stamina and what it feels like to be shot out of a cannon and be in front of live people. The difficult thing, and I wasn't anticipating, was just how hard it is to sing inside those masks. You're watching at home and you're like, oh, that's cool. Look at, it is so hard. You can only see like this much. And they're heavy and your neck is, you're trying to, as singing, you're just supposed to like relax your neck. And if you're like, ugh. But somebody told me prior, you should practice. And so what I did is I bought a really heavy motorcycle helmet and I put it on my head and I walked on my treadmill and sang at the same time, walked on an incline to kind of strengthen that.
Wow.
I don't know. I was trying to do whatever I could to kind of.
No, that's cool. Like I was gonna ask, like how you guys even prepare for this, and I'm like I can't even imagine. Like I know you had to hold the microphone. It looked like it was like at the neck, but I'm pretty sure you're right. And I'm like, what if you're like you just like hold it up here, like accidentally hold it up here? You missing a note or something?
Yeah, it's true. All that, like you can't see, and so like they say like you need to emote to the audience and you need to like blow kisses or something. I'm like, I don't even know where my mouth is on this thing. So you're kind of like guessing, but then you get used to it. But yeah, I remember my vocal coach, I was holding the mic up, but wasn't on the mouth. It was always like where she's like middle. But yeah, those I did underestimate how hot and sweaty and claustrophobic it is. But
well, rehearsal work because you could definitely feel like you're getting into it towards the end. And that's always the fun part, like towards the end of the countdown of everything. You're like, oh, I'm getting so used to these characters and I'm being here. Yeah. Was there a song that you wanted? Because I love how you went out with Coldplay because you have to. Like, that was so cool to have that be like the finishing one. But is there a song that you worked on that you're like, oh man, I wanted to sing like one more time?
Yes. So that's my biggest, when I wasn't expecting to make it as far as I did. I hoped. But then as I kind of started progressing, I started to get competitive. I was like, to my husband, I was like, am I gonna win this? Like I was surprised, but so excited by it. And then so when we were picking our final songs, each finalist had 2 songs that we prepared. And I just wanted to make it to the final 2 because my final song was the song from an artist that really kind of taught me to sing. It was this killer slowed down version of Bohemian Rhapsody.
Okay.
And Miguel, who's the music director there, did this unbelievable arrangement. And I mean, as a little queer kid in Northern Idaho, listening to Freddie Mercury, that's how I kind of learned to sing. So I just was living for this performance, and they had
Yeah.
this up on this thing, and there was like a chandelier, and there was like lily pads, and I was like in living my frog fantasy. And then
Yeah.
so I was disappointed to not win, but really because I just wanted to sing that final song. But yeah, that's the one I
That's
would
gonna be
say.
cool. Yeah, I love all the effects and everything. Like people see this show and they're like, "How are you getting into this?" Because it's like you want to know so bad. Like I feel like you played it so smooth, like with the clues and everything. And then I don't know how Nicole figured this out, but I'm surprised Robin didn't. Because Call Me Cat, I was like, dude, he was in your dressing room. I was like, what you doing?
Well, one it was before, so I
Oh, okay, okay, okay,
yeah
okay.
yeah that's why I wasn't on his radar because but it was funny because when he did Call Me Cat,
Yeah.
I'd already done The Masked Singer. It was already set and done and finished.
Okay, okay,
And
okay.
I was thinking like, ooh, how's this gonna go? Because nobody knew except for Maya and Bialik and like two producers.
Yeah.
And he walked up and I was like, ooh, is he gonna blow it or how? And he goes, nice to meet you. I was like, okay, nice to meet you too. So like we had our little, it was fun.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, I was wondering too. Okay, all right. I'm letting him off the hook because I was wondering. I was like, what is the time frame? Because I'm like, how did he not know this? I was like, what? Because
Uh,
Nicole just like straight up just guessed it out. And I'm like, I have no idea how she figured this out. But yeah, your voice is amazing. I could definitely see like the Ricky Martin, all that kind of stuff they were throwing out was so cool.
Thanks.
Do you have on Call Me Cat here, the song Celebrate Your Face is so cool. I love the feel of that song. What did that song mean to you? And just in general, what does music mean to you? Because you have so much fun on the stage.
Well, thanks for bringing up Celebrate Your Face because I just released it as a single yesterday. So I wrote that several years ago for somebody in my family who was suffering with depression. And I just really, it was for her just to kind of remind her how beautiful she is and how important and seen and loved she is. And I kind of sat on the song and never released it. And then on Call Me Cat, because my character has a musical component, they've really been relying on me and collaborating with me and licensing some of the songs that I actually write in real life as a songwriter. So
Mhm.
I pitched Celebrate Your Face to them for the finale of season 2 as a song that my character would write for Mayim's character. And they loved it. And then we did it on the show. And then as I was doing it, I was thinking, this is such a fun, summery, light, but meaningful song that's super catchy. And it's kind of gay pridey. And I don't know, I was like, this could be cool. So I did a big arrangement of it. And it's very satisfying to write a song and to not only see it on the show
Mhm.
that you're on, but also to be able to share it in the world in a different way. So yeah, it's a cool thing. And then the timing of Masked Singer, it was like, this is great.
And the cover of it, I don't know if it's just the cover for the song or if it's like part of an album or something, but the cover kind of looks like cartoonish, like a
Mhm.
retro vibe that I thought is really cool. Like really spoke to the nerd in me. I was like, oh, this is cool.
Oh, yeah, it was definitely inspired by like Duran Duran and Wham and all of I was living my Top Gun never ending story
That's what,
fantasy.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. That's reminds you of
all
that too.
that.
Yeah.
The synths and all that. No, we
Right, right,
definitely
right.
went big with it.
Well, you know what? Call Me Cat is so much fun and so cool to see you on there with Maya, Max, and Cat. What is like because you guys played this real slick on the season finale. So cool. If you guys haven't seen it, go watch it, check it out. If it happens, because we never know, you never know in TV world, it goes either way. If it happens, what's their like dream date in Paris? What would you say their
Hmm.
like dream date is in Paris?
Um, oh, it was something that definitely involves a bunch of bread and a bunch of great cheese, probably some probably like music. Yeah, that was a cool twist. That was when I was reading it, I was like, what? And
Yeah.
then she's like, oh, that didn't happen. It was a nice little misdirect. That's the fun thing of creating characters for a long time.
Yep. Mhm.
I've American Horror Story I did, but every year was a different character. So
Right.
this is the first time I'll get to like really sit in a character and kind of grow over time. I love the dynamic between the two of us and that we were college friends and we hooked up a couple of times, but we never quite are at the same place at the same
Yeah.
time. That's fun to play. And Mayim is like the best.
Yeah, and I love you guys have such a cool vibe. It's like just having somebody understand you without having to say a lot, or somebody get your corny like dad jokes or whatever. It's
It's
so
the
cool to
best.
watch on camera.
This cast is just like Kyla Pratt is
Hmm.
she's just beyond. She can make anything funny. She's my
Yeah.
go-to. And Julian now too. Julian is so freaking funny. But Kyla, like if I get stuck on a joke or this is because it's the first multicam comedy I've done. I've done a comedy. I did one episode of Will and Grace, but this is a whole new thing. So Kyla, who's been on camera since she was like 3,
Yeah.
never stuck on something, I'll be like, Kyla, how do I make this funny? And she's like, hit that, forget that, run that together. And I'm like, so it's like having your own, comedy coach right in a scene with you.
Yeah, this cast and crew amazing. Congratulations on being renewed for season 3.
Thank you.
Cannot wait to see where this goes for Max. It's just so much fun, and it's like that 30-minute break from like reality a little bit and laugh a little bit, take a little escape. So it's so cool.
Thank you. That's exactly what we think too. And it's been growing and growing as the seasons go. And it's exactly what you just said. It's a little break from the craziness of this world because this world is crazy and sad and hard right now. But
Yeah.
like for 30 minutes, you can be with your friends and just kind of laugh, and it's just fun and sweet.
Well, listen, you were very fun and sweet in this Masked Singer, and it was so cool to watch you. My last question, as we kind of leave here, is there a
Yeah.
musical? Because you like tear up the Broadway stage. Like I'm always trying to figure out what you have coming next. If you could share it, if there's a musical or something you want to kind of get into on the stage when you're not filming, when you're not Max, when you get a break.
Yeah. I don't know. Every year it seems I do get asked to do something on Broadway, and I was asked this year too, but it's just my kids are starting kindergarten. To do it would be such a crazy thing to uproot myself, but I would love, I don't know. I think it has to be something new, some kind of
Yeah,
new
yeah.
show. So if you're out there, write me something great and then I'll
Yes.
do it again.
Yep. Cheyenne, you'll find it. I can't wait to see it. I'm so excited
Thank
for
you.
what's coming next for you, and I can't wait to check it out. I'm a fan. Thank you so much.
Thank you. This was great.
Better shake your booties for black girl nerves. Better shake your booties for black girl nerves.